Today we're reading from John chapter 5 and verse 30, where Jesus says, "I can do nothing on my own initiative. As I hear, I judge, and my judgment is justified, because I do not seek my own will, but the will of him who sent me." Over my years on this earth, I've learned that lots of people use lots of different things to justify what they do or what they say. I may have even been guilty myself of using my trauma as an excuse to be a bit of an idiot. I see people all the time using their sickness or an illness to justify taking time off work or off church or off looking after the kids. I'll be honest with you, I've maybe even been guilty of using ignorance to justify doing something wrong too. I was once going up the A15 in my van and I was doing 70 miles an hour because I believed that I was allowed to do 70 in a small goods vehicle. A few days later, I got a little letter in the post saying that I was caught doing 70 by a speed camera, and so I had to pay a fine and had 6 points put on my licence. I remember calling the police being like, "What are you playing at? Your paperwork itself says that I was doing 70, I wasn't speeding." And they said to me, "No, Darren, you were in the wrong because actually the speed limit on that road for your vehicle was 60. Ignorance of the law did not justify my behaviour, in the same way as my trauma has not justified my behaviour in the past, and it won't do in the future either." Several times a day, we have to all make a decision as to who we're going to be and what sort of life we're going to lead. Today, maybe we can take a leaf out of Jesus' book and begin to look to God to be our justification. Are we behaving like he wants us to behave? Are we saying the things he wants us to say? Do we carry the vibe of heaven? And are we judging the things he wants us to judge in the way he wants us to judge them? Some of our biggest decisions will have the biggest outcomes on our lives, like where we live or what job we have, who we hang out with. But it's the inconsequential decisions that make up who we are. It's the little things that we do from moment to moment as we work our way through the day. Today, you can become the sort of person who is honouring to God by honouring others. Or you can use all of the excuses under the sun to be a bit of a div. It's up to you. I pray you choose the godly way. See you again tomorrow.